I'm black and I'm proud. And come tomorrow morning, my pens will be down. My pens will be down, not because I'm on a frolic of my own. My pens will be down because I know my history. I know where I've come from. And this emancipation period, I've got to honor my forefathers. I've got to honor my grandfather, who had to go to Santo Domingo to work in the copper fields, and who came back and who died 2 days after, and left my grandmother with 4 children. I have to march tomorrow because I've got to honor their history. I'm a lawyer today, not because of my own strength. And although it comes from God, He gave me people who were prepared, like slaves, to work, to feed their family with integrity, with honor. That's why I march tomorrow. I march tomorrow because I respect my heritage. And if the leaders of this country don't respect my heritage, and they don't want to give me respect, I'm going to demand respect. How could it be? How could it be that 2 projects are in this country of Anguilla, having a value of over 400 million, and if they shut down tomorrow, maybe 20 Anguillians may have to relocate to another project? That's easy to do. That's easy to do. But the flip side of that is that development has no bearing for us. There's nothing in it for us. And if there's development in this country that is not for us, you need to say where that development needs to go. I'm black and I'm proud. And I have to, on this emancipation concert, sing that theme. Because Anguilla was never a place for race issues. And I hope to goodness it never becomes a place of race issues. But we need to send our leaders the message that if you cannot demand respect for us as a people, knowing our heritage, then you do not belong where we have put you. That is the message, my friends. That is the march tomorrow, my friends. Tomorrow is going to be one of the tests that we as a people are going to face. You see, if tomorrow you are concerned about what your employer thinks of you, and you are not concerned about your constitutional right that is afforded to you, then you've got to think about emancipating yourself from mental slavery. Emancipating yourself from mental slavery. You see, it's important to me because I'm black and I'm proud that Viceroy and Carillion get the message tomorrow that what happened to the Indians, they considered as okay because they felt it met the international standards for Indians. And I want them to know, I don't know what's in their minds for the international standards for the blacks. But tomorrow, this black woman is marching because of our heritage. Marching because I know Anguilla belongs to us.
Yes, yes, yes. The robbers got it now, folks.
There comes a point in time, my friends. There comes a point in time when you have to make that judgment call. You have to make that call about the fact that you might make $1 tomorrow, but you make that dollar because your forefathers have given you the ability to do that as a free man today. I give respect to my heritage. And I realize, for me, that there comes a point in time when the foreign investors in this country must know that Anguillians are not going by the by. You're not going to box us all in the middle and think that the four shores belong to you. No, my friends. No, my friends. You must treat us with respect. And if you cannot treat us with respect, we will demand respect. And if demanding respect means that we tell our leaders that if you cannot get respect for us, we will get it for ourselves. We will get respect for ourselves. Tomorrow morning is going to be the acid test. Tomorrow morning, God's willing, will be the acid test. When I march, I say to everyone, once I know what I'm marching for, I look neither left, right, and I'm certainly not looking behind. Forward, onward, on to the mission, and the mission will be completed. We have to remember that there are things happening today that we would think would be in the history books. We are going to bring it to you because today is but the start of a revolution to come. And I want for every Anguillian to see that video documentary on the Chagos Islands. Because when you see it, you would think to yourself, that must be history. It must be history to know how Britain concocted with the Americans to deprive people of their lands, to force them out of their country on a lie. It's important, my friends, because you see, when that planning bill came to us, if we had not opened our eyes to see what that document meant, we would be forced away from our lands and we would wonder how it happened. If our leaders cannot see, then we have to show them we can see. It is important. This is coming in time in Anguilla when we have to think about our heritage. We have to think whether 5, 10, 15 years from now, when the influx of people come to Anguilla, whether we as Anguillians can still stand proud in our own country. Tomorrow is the acid test. Tomorrow, you will have to come and tell me that your employer fired you because you said to your employer, I am going to march, I'm going to be out for 2-3 hours, I'll make it back up, but this is important to me. This is the acid test. This is the acid test. I am prepared to stand to that test. And I'm not standing to that test on behalf of you, because you can stand to that test yourself. I stand to that test because I'm a black woman. I'm black and I'm proud. And I've got 2 little children to look behind for. And I've got to make sure that those 2 little girls, they have a future in this country. I've got to make sure that they can walk this country proud, free, and get respect. I'm a black woman. I'm black and I'm proud.